Oh, right. Let me change that title right now. There we go. All right. Looks like it's working. Switch that around. Boom, boom, boom. All right. We're live. Good morning. It's been a while. It's been a very long time, actually. I think it's been about a month now since we've done a live session. And I just wanted to quickly go over the market outlook and just kind of give you guys the overall narrative right now in terms of Bitcoin and what we're expecting. In terms of our trade this morning, I'm still a little sick, so apologies if I cough in your ear. I'm like 90% recovered, but I went on vacation, basically, came back, got pretty sick, and then I just didn't feel like looking at the charts. Everything was making me nauseous, so I just didn't bother with it. But yeah, so I quickly want to talk about Bitcoin right now. So you can see on Bitcoin, we have a massive V-shaped formation looking to play out right here. The top of the V-shaped formation, of course, is around 98.7. Now, in terms of our trade today, we had a nice scalp opportunity at 97.4. The reason why it was a scalp again is because you can see that we haven't quite tested our exponential moving averages. I did take the trade on the copy trading account as well, just in terms of testing it and whatnot. But I did take the trade. It was actually 3 trades, and they were all profit. So those were closed right at the peak at 97.7. I didn't want to necessarily hold a trade because you can see that that's pretty much the top of this move set. So when you're trading with V-shaped formations, a little educational situation here for you guys, but when you're trading on V-shaped formations, there's inner trades that can happen as well. What that simply means is that you can see that the overall V-shaped formation is like this, but there are inner trades, so inner trade move sets where market has decided to fall. So right here you can see one, right here you can see one. These are something you can also pay attention to where the market might look to take some profits. You can see that when we reverse the trade opportunity on Bitcoin, it was right around where this second leg started, so right around 97.7, which is why I decided to close the trade for that scalp. I didn't necessarily want to hold it for too long, so 97.4 to 97.7. About a $300 baby scalp, nothing crazy, right? We weren't really looking for something super crazy. I would have held it, of course, if the exponential moving averages did end up holding, but we didn't see the retest on those, which is why I didn't want to realistically hold the trade all the way towards the downside like this and then hope for the market to come back. And that's pretty much why I ended up taking that trade and closing it. But right now, you can see on the 4-hour time frame, we are still looking for our V-shaped formation to play out. We still have this little formation playing, and we still seeing this chop overall, but right now it's still continuing to push upwards. So that's pretty much what you're looking for in terms of Bitcoin. We are looking for 98.7 either later tonight or, of course, later in rather tomorrow evening. But we want to see our exponential moving averages play out. Now, for the past few days, we've just been in this larger consolidation form on Bitcoin. Nothing super crazy, but you can see on the 4-hour time frame, trading above our exponential moving averages. Around the 100K region is exactly what we want to see, right? We can see the first test here, second test. Now this would become the third test opportunity, and usually on the third test we tend to see a breakout formation, so which is why I'm leaning towards that bullish case on Bitcoin for the short time period, right? We can see first, second, now the third, as well as the fact that this is the V-shaped formation, so that's 2 reasons why we're looking for long opportunities. Third reason is we are trading above our exponential moving averages. And then, of course, even on the daily structure, we are breaking out of our exponential moving averages. We're breaking out of a long-term downtrend. So there's multiple reasons why we're looking for those long confirmations as of right now. In terms of those trading updates themselves, we would probably have to wait for a little bit. So what I mean by that is you would probably have to wait for some sort of better opportunity in terms of those swing positions. So something around the 95.6 would be ideal, or even the 95K region if we get that low. I don't think we will, given the fact that Bitcoin does not really care right now. It's just going to continue pushing upwards, but just something to keep in mind as you're trading. Now on Ethereum, I didn't really send an Ethereum trade for the past few days. And the reason why is just this chop situation. This is a very disgusting chop that's happening right now. You can see that we didn't end up losing our 3502 region, right? We didn't end up losing that wick low for the short. We pretty much got close a bunch of times, so multiple retest opportunities here. But then again, we're not really looking for hopes and dreams here. What happened instead is market broke outwards. We had this overall inverse bar formation play out to the exact wick. But the main problem with Ethereum still is that our larger resistance is still at 35.23. So that's why I'm being very cautious with Ethereum. I want to see the market actually break out of that zone. We actually want to see it break out of 35.23 for that long position. And if we do get volume coming out of that zone, then the next level, of course, is around 36.56. That's the next region. That's pretty much where the moveset started. And that lines up with around 100K Bitcoin as well. So just to put that in your charts, if you see that 35.23 region break, then you pretty much go from there. So in terms of Cardano, we're pretty much consolidating. A lot of these altcoins right now are consolidating, which is why I haven't really sent a lot of altcoin updates. You guys keep, a lot of people are like, oh, do this, do this, do this. But like realistically, the problem is you can see that pretty much when I went on my vacation, starting on my vacation around the 21st, and I came back, we're in the exact same price range. And that's the issue with trading on weekends or trading on holidays, is that the volume just isn't there. And the reason why I tell you guys not to trade during holiday season is, let's assume you took a long position on Doge around 34 cents. Well, now pretty much for the whole week, you would have been underwater. You would have been worried, holding, watching, nervous, and then finally close the position out. But pretty much your whole holiday week has gone into stress, right? And that's why I tell you guys, like, just when there's a lack of volume, there's really no reason to trade. Unless there's, of course, some major news happening or anything like that, then go for it. But right now, we just don't see any volume in the market for us to be entering these massive swing positions. And Doge being one of them has not broken above the 35-cent region. The 35-cent region is the next major resistance. I need to see Doge break above that level, use it as support. Then we can start looking for longer confirmations on that time frame. So just keep that in mind as you guys are trading. Just give me a second here. So ideally, when we're looking for Doge, though, for like the overall, like I know a lot of you guys want me to say, okay, guys, we're going to $1, we're going to $2. Like looking at Doge right now, we're still not out of the woodwork just yet. And what I mean by that, and take this with a grain of salt, is when you see Doge or just any sort of trade or any coin having major breakdown formation, then you follow by consolidation, it doesn't mean it goes up. Instead, actually, when we see this formation and a downswing, the consolidation leads to another downswing position. And that's the worry I have right now for a lot of these altcoins, is that yes, we had a little bit of a nice pull towards Bitcoin, right? We pushed back above. Ethereum still not anything crazy in terms of altcoins. We're still consolidating at the same range, so this is still anyone's game. But what I want to see on Bitcoin is actually try to overcome the 100K region. Overcoming that region would be a green light for altcoins to start rallying, and of course looking for those swing positions, and we can go back to Doge videos and pretty much pumping the market in general. But right now, we're not seeing that volume on ETH, right? We're not seeing that volume across the board. We're actually seeing a lot of fake outs happen. What I mean by that is if you look here on Ethereum, you can see that around the 35.23 resistance, this has happened multiple times now, where market looks like it's going to break up, ends up rejecting, market looks like it's going to break up, rejecting, and then falls back down. The issue is when you fall back down, you're retesting a major support more and more and more. And the chances of you actually breaking that support become a lot higher. And that's why I tell you guys, you're better off just sitting on your hands and waiting for the market to decide which way it wants to go. Then let's assume getting caught in a long position on Ethereum up here, market ends up rejecting, and now you're not only underwater, but you're also risking a huge liquidation fest if the market ends up breaking that support level. When supports work out, it works out great, right? And what I mean by that here, I'll give you a perfect example. Look at PopCap. This is a good example of a support zone working out very well. So you can see on a horizontal rate, right around this zone, around 71.83, PopCap had a major support, right? Even with meme coins, it does work. Look how perfect this was, right? Bounce, 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 bounce. And if you wanted to, if you really wanted to, you could have placed a resistance level the same exact way. So if I wanted to trade resistance like this, I could have done that. So now what's happening on PopCap, you can see that we broke out of the range, right? So sideways action, broke out of the range, and now we're retesting that same previous resistance. What we need to see is volume though, because now guess what? If a lot of people are looking at this as a long perspective, or let's assume they're in a long on PopCat, they took a long position and the market does something like this, then they ended up getting a fake out and they're going to assume the fact that the market is just out to get them. Instead, what they need to do is simply wait for the market to pull back, close above the exponential moving averages, and then when we see the secondary break, so when we see a break like this, then you want to enter on that break setup for this long right here. So I hope that makes sense. So right now, looking at PopCat, what you're doing in this sort of situation is you're not trading the sideways action. Instead, you're waiting for the market to do some sort of pullback opportunity and then entering on the next break of wick. So that would be around the 89-cent region. Market pulls back, then break above. See? Makes sense? So that's the ideal zone that you want to see. Didn't you once say that Dogecoin got over 45 cents? It was blue skies. No, I said Dogecoin breaking above 45 cents and holding that support level is blue skies. And you can see that Doge pretty much broke above, yes, but we didn't see the retest. And that, like I just explained to you right now on PopCat, the same way goes for Dogecoin and everything else. When you break a major resistance, it causes a squeeze, right? Because it's a major resistance, a lot of shorts are entered at that range. Your market does whatever, stop losses, whatever, cool. Market breaks above, right? We break above that zone. Now, in order for you to know whether or not it is a fake out or a confirmed move set, is reusing that level as support. So for example, on Doge, I can give you a perfect example of this, is at the 34-cent range. You can see that the market broke above, so the original 34 cents, we broke above that zone, right? We squeezed above that zone, the squeeze candle, retest, 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 and then we pushed higher into 45. That's pretty much how it works. I'll give you another example of this down here as well. So you can see on Doge, same sort of situation. Our major resistance, remember, red line, 21 cents, right? Major resistance, 21 cents. Clear skies for Doge was a break and a retest. And then you can see from 21 cents all the way up into 45 cents, there was nothing holding Doge back. And the same sort of situation again, right? Same sort of situation on Doge right now is we need to see the market do the same thing. We need to see at least overcoming these major resistance zones and reusing them as support. Right now, we're not seeing that. Right now, we're really not seeing that market push. We're really not seeing any sort of confirmation from the bulls for the altcoins just yet. So that's why I keep telling you guys, just because I don't send a trade update doesn't mean that, you know, oh, he's ignoring me. There's just no trades. Like, if there's a trade, I will send the trade. If there's no trade, then unfortunately, I'm just not going to send anything, right? Because I don't want you guys to getting caught in the wrong sort of positions. I will send a trade if there is something major. So yeah, we go from there. Hyper liquid analysis. Hype is too new for me to analyze right now. It's just too new. That's why I don't analyze it. You know, I need at least a year of data before I can start doing anything like that. But I think long-term hype should be fine. Sorry guys, my throat's like getting so raspy again. I'm still getting over this sickness, but yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I really wanted to cover in terms of the market right now. Things are pretty chill. Like, there's nothing super crazy happening. There's nothing in terms of volatility, and not everything's going to zero. Like it's just, everything's just going sideways, right? And it's a pretty boring market overall. A lot of people are bored. You can see that across the chain too. It's boring sideways movements. But I think within the next few weeks, we're gonna have some sort of volatility happen here, mostly with Trump coming into the office. So curious to see how that plays out, but right now, like I said, guys, just let the market come to you. Don't get caught out. Don't hope for anything, and you know, just let things go from there. I think in terms of our trading competition for Blowfin, that ends in about a week and a half too as well. I've been pretty much out of it, so I apologize for that. I apologize for that, but yeah. Anyways, thanks. I'm going to cut it short only because I keep coughing. I don't want to get, you know, all raspy in this session. It's just a little bit more educational front anyways, but it was nice hearing from you guys. I know it's been a while. I will get back into doing these weekly again so everyone can come and join. I'll try to figure out time zone wise too. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in and joining and listening. I hope you guys learned something. And again, just want to explain the trade setup pretty much of why we took the Bitcoin trade today And then in terms of Ethereum and Doge, I will send a Doge video later tonight for everyone. But yeah, for now, like I said, guys, just chill. Don't overtrade. Don't overthink it. Once the market decides which way it wants to go, it'll become a lot easier. Right now, the market's still sideways, so there's really no reason for you guys to be jumping ahead. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys probably later tonight for a Doge video, and then we'll go from there, okay? Everyone good with that? All right. Peace out, guys.